Hi everyone, it's Kimmy. Right now, the world is facing this outbreak and rise of COVID-19 and the untimely death of George Floyd, which has sparked many heated discussions and protests across the U.S. Words cannot begin to express my outrage over this vile and disgusting situation. Please understand me when I say I truly do understand. As a real-life example, last fall I was complying with officers to move around metal detectors because I have a pacemaker when one officer started shouting at me to calm down without provocation. I reached for his weapon. It gave me a tiny, minuscule glimpse into how power can be mishandled. As a veteran, I support your right of free speech, and I want you to be heard in the right way. I do believe change needs to occur, and I support peaceful protests. I also support the rights of those that have chosen to remain silent, because that too is your right, and I will not tell you that your freedom to do so is wrong. We cannot begin to know what another person is thinking or what they may be doing that we don't see when they're not using their social media platform. This week proves to be an astrological doozy. It's going to be a very difficult one. Change needs to occur. Let it begin with you in some way, and let it be peaceful. All right, so we are going to get rolling on the horoscopes. I'm sitting on my meditation pillow. I'm trying to be peaceful before I start this video, but I really am quite angry, to be honest. And so you're not going to get my usual intro spiel. It's all right. My energy will get going while we get going. So let's get rolling, because we got some tough stuff this week. Tensions are already high enough as it is. We have so many planets currently in retrograde, and this week, are you ready? Promises to be challenging. Venus is retrograde. We've talked about that before. If you watched my other astrological influence videos, you are aware that Venus is retrograde, went retrograde in May 13th. Well, this causes us to look at how we do relationships, what we want from relationships, whether we want to stay with the person that we're with. Any long-term standing relationship issues between you and your partner may come to the forefront for you to have to confront them this week. So expect this to be a very tense time this week, especially tomorrow on Tuesday, when Venus is square Mars and conjunct the Sun. Although there is going to be difficulties between you and your loved one or friends, family, Tuesday and Wednesday you may feel like you have to try to keep the peace, so you might put a mask on, not a face mask, a metaphorical mask. The full moon on Friday is also a lunar eclipse. A lot of people are scared over that. They're really frightened, because there's been a lot of frightening information out. But think communication, adventure, your mindset, that sort of thing. The full moon is in Sagittarius at 15 degrees, 34 minutes. And we're being affected by the Gemini-Sagittarius axis. AXIS axis. I can't say it very well. And so mutable signs that are between 11 and 21 degrees will feel it the most. Now, eclipses, they scare everybody because they're meant to bring stuff out. They're meant to eclipse things out. So either you learn some sort of lesson or you're moved in a new direction, but it's making you look at what you want, what your needs are, what's missing, what do you really want from your life? And you're being forced to have to look at that this weekend. But we have to find a balance between that rational mind of Gemini and the bigger thinking of Sagittarius so that we can navigate this full moon lunar eclipse energy the best that we possibly can. So think balance, right? Add Venus contra parallel to Pluto on Friday and Saturday. There could be some jealousy and insecurities that leak in. So if you already have a partner that has a tendency to be jealous, be careful. We have Uranus and Taurus. We talked about that before. So that's also occurring right now. So you add that energy to all of this. And there's a really strong potential for you to be triggered easily. So if you feel like your personal freedom is being taken away by your partner, that might get to you quite a bit. There's a possibility that you will be triggered by that. It will also, the Uranus and Taurus energy will also make you very unlikely to compromise with your loved ones, your friends, and your family. And it may make them unlikely to compromise with you. Keep that in mind also. So the sun's relationship to Jupiter is also playing an effect on, our emotions and how we're feeling and everything. And it's going to leave you feeling, are you ready? Discontent, restless, and your moods may be unstable on the horizon. We have a doozy of a week, don't we? So Mercury is in Cancer and it's square to Chiron. Communication struggles, communication difficulties. Your feelings might get hurt easily. There may be some self-doubt. You may have some difficulty expressing yourself. And then we have Mars in Pisces. We talked about this. Mars doesn't like to be in Pisces. It's semi-square to Saturn. And so this could cause some really heavy tensions in your existing relationships. Include this with the eclipse, the Venus retrograde, and all that. And your romantic relationships are going to be challenged. Some are going to be broken, and some are going to be strengthened. What happens here is all going to depend on that epiphany moment that you get as that moon in Scorpio before the full moon brings up those repressed emotions, those repressed feelings, and the actions you choose to take to express those feelings. Now, there is going to be that discontent, dissatisfaction energy because of the conjunct between the Sun and Venus, so keep that in mind. Now, the Sun in relation to Saturn is also going to bring about ego. Ego. You might get frustrated over little things. You might feel like people are stealing your time, wasting your time, that sort of thing. So let's talk about the moon. The moon is starting in Libra. It's going to pass into Scorpio, then into Sag, and then into Capricorn at the end of the week. So the moon entered Libra on Sunday, and it's urging us to find balance, to consider other people's perspectives, to learn from other people, and to, make some really great strides in our life if we choose to harness that energy, right? If we harness the positive energy of the moon in Libra. If not, you may find yourself getting restless, possibly overindulging in any number of coping mechanisms, especially internet shopping, because Libra likes fine things. Tuesday at 12:06 p.m., so tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, the moon moves to Scorpio. That's when any repressed emotions and desires from the past may come up. Yes, I said the past. Don't shoot the messenger. You may make impulsive decisions or become easily triggered. Any disagreements that you have may just be the tip of the iceberg as you find yourself dealing with those repressed feelings and feeling a need to express yourself and to be competitive, maybe win an argument. If you feel like your life is kind of dull right now, humdrum, you might feel very stagnant. That's not good. But Wednesday, we have a beautiful energy. There's going to be a focus on fate and destiny and your past relationships and what was fated to be, what is fated to be from this point forward. Where are you destined to be? That sort of thing. Thursday, the moon enters Sag at 1:18 Eastern Standard Time p.m. It's going to have you looking at things from a bigger perspective, a grander scale. You're going to want to be spontaneous. You might want to get out of the house a little bit, be a little active. Sagittarius, when you think of being active, likes to be in motion. They like to be moving. So think sports, running, walking, activities like that. So we've already discussed the full moon in Sag on Friday. On Sunday, the moon moves into Capricorn at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This moon energy will help you to manifest your dreams. It might be a focus for you. This could be in the area of career. obviously, because of Capricorn. But with all this relationship-focused energy, don't be surprised if you channel this moon energy for more than just meeting your career targets. You just might be planning a move out of a relationship or to fix a relationship. So how you harness the energies this week, what your mindset is, will entirely determine the direction of the week. So try to remain positive, try to go with the flow when anything difficult might come up, and know that it's a temporary situation. Eclipses are to make a change. Let it be for the better. All right, y'all. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.